I've been recording these videos, these cosmic forecasts, for around 6 years now, which actually feels quite incredible really. How fast has this gone? But when I started these videos, they were just basically focused on the new moon and the full moon of the month. We had a little chat about the crystal of the month, and it was a lot more simpler. And then I moved to weekly because as I grew astrologically in my knowledge, I naturally wanted to share more information with you and wanted to tell you what was happening in the skies, what the planets were doing, and how all of that energy could potentially show up in your life daily. But recently, I don't know about you, I've been thinking that the forecasts, perhaps they've become a little bit too complicated, a bit overwhelming, if you will, because not every one of you watching wants to know every single square and trine and opposition and retrograde. Some of you absolutely love that side of astrology, but some of you just simply want to know, Claire, what does this actually mean for me this week? So we're going to change things up again. I've put a cosmic diary underneath this video with all of the main astrological events happening this week. Save it, screenshot it, whatever you want to do, come back to it whenever you need it. And if you are studying astrology with me, it's a brilliant opportunity to look at what is happening, all of those transits, alongside your very own birth chart, to see where they're activating and what's going on for you too. Here, I want to concentrate much more on you right now. And each week, don't worry, that whole spiel at the beginning won't be there. We'll be getting straight into it every week. Let's get into this because there are two very different energies running alongside each other. Hold on to your hats because there's potential for a lot of confidence and connection and clearer thinking and some genuinely lovely opportunities. But there's also a little undercurrent asking us not to rush into anything. Simply because it feels exciting at the moment, it doesn't mean you have to rush into things. Bear that in mind. But this is the week to know the difference between intuition and impulse. We're also entering the final week of Leo. We're in my Leo for this season. But there's a sense of squeezing out the last drops of the bold, expressive Leo energy before things really begin to change again. And if there is something that you have been wanting to say and share and do and create and celebrate or put yourself forward for, please don't disappear into the background now because this energy is going to stick with you. But do you know what? Instead of, let me just sit a little bit closer, because normally I would give you an astrological guide for all of your signs, but I'm going to change things up as well. Fire signs, there's a lot going on for you this week. For you guys, there's actually a much bigger theme around learning when to push and then when to allow something to unfold naturally, if you will. But for Aries particularly, you might find yourself questioning whether something is actually worth your energy or whether this is really what you want to be doing anymore. Leo, this final stretch of your season is asking you to remember yourself again. What do you want before everybody else gets an opinion? And Sagittarius, the conversations, the ideas, the opportunities could well open something up for you, but give yourself enough time to actually recognize which ones feel real and which ones have real potential as well. But for all of you, confidence doesn't have to mean charging forwards, and sometimes confidence is about being secure enough to wait until something feels right. So your guidance, fire signs, this week is don't force the fire, direct it. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Water signs, your intuition could be incredibly strong this week. I know you can feel it, but you need to give it space to actually speak. There may even be a few moments that happen for you this week where emotions become really mixed up with instinct, particularly if something involves another person, a relationship, family, or something that you care so deeply about. Before assuming that you know exactly what something means, Allow a little time for the full picture to reveal itself. Cancer, protect your energy, please. Please protect your energy, but do this without shutting people out. Scorpio, the first quarter moon in your sign is going to bring a beautiful push towards action, and something that you've been thinking about may finally need a decision. Pisces, be particularly mindful of where you are absorbing everybody else's energy, their moods, their expectations, or their problems. And you know what? This could actually be a very revealing week for all three water signs. Something may well become a lot clearer as we head through the week, simply because you stop trying so hard to work it out. Earth signs, I hear you. You might be craving a little bit more certainty this week. You know what I mean. You like to know where you stand. You really do. But some of the energy around us is asking for a little bit more flexibility. Plans need adjusting, people might change their minds, something you thought might happen one way could actually shift and take a slightly different route. Don't fear it. And that doesn't automatically make it a bad route, okay? Don't fear it, as I say. But Taurus, relationships and close connections could actually show you something important this week about what you genuinely value. Virgo, with your season approaching, this is very exciting for you. You may already feel very familiar, a familiar pull towards sorting things out, clearing things out, getting yourself back on track for your season. And Capricorn, you could be thinking much more seriously about what deserves your time and a long-term space in your life. Follow your intuition. But please guys, don't spend the whole week trying to control the outcome. I know you love to control things, I know you do, but work with what is actually in front of you, because your guidance this week is, do you know what, make the plan, but leave room in your life for it to surprise you. And then our air signs, you've been very patient as we've gone through everyone else. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a very interesting week for you. It really could, especially surrounding your relationships and a big decision and communicating, because there's some gorgeous energy around connection for you, particularly earlier in the week, and conversations could absolutely lead somewhere so unexpected. You might hear from someone, you might receive an invite, or have an idea, or simply feel much more socially connected. But as the week progresses, relationships may ask for a little bit more honesty. So Gemini, say what you mean rather than assuming everybody knows. Libra, with Venus travelling through your sign, there is a beautiful magnetism around you. But towards the end of the week, you might become much clearer about your standards and those boundaries. Aquarius, there's a bigger story unfolding around you, around your direction and who you're becoming. But you don't have to have the whole thing figured out quite yet. And for all three signs, I want you to pay attention to the conversations that stay in your mind afterwards. There might actually be more significance in them than you initially realised. This week's all about that intuition. And your guidance for this week is communication, communication, communicate clearly. Let people show you who they really are. And we have a message for all of us this week. I think if I could bring the astrology of the entire week down to this one message, it would be this. Guys, you don't have to understand every sign from the universe immediately. Some things are going to feel exciting, some things will challenge you. Some conversations could open many doors, while others might actually show you where a boundary is needed. And I feel that somewhere amongst all of that, you are going to be encouraged to become a little clearer about what you actually want to carry forwards with you. So we're finishing Leo season, and Leo remains with us for the week, but it reminds us as well that we are allowed to take up space in our lives. So before Virgo season arrives next Sunday and we start organising and refining and thinking about what comes next, give yourself one final Leo question this week. Where have I been making myself smaller than I need to be? And then do one thing this week that reminds you just how much space you are allowed to take up. My loves, have a beautiful week, and remember, the right crystal will always find you.